What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Big Country, and we're back for the next phase in the Big Country journey. I'd like to give a big shout out to Tim, who has sent over both Peace in Our Time and No Place Like Home. You are massively appreciated, as well as Han Solo, who shared all the Big Country material up until now, and I do believe we still have a few bonus tunes included in the expanded folder for this year, though if I'm remembering correctly, the ones remaining I think are all alternative versions of tracks that were actually on the record. But yeah, the next album is, No Peace in Our Time, Peace in Our Time, 1988, and people will know this is a reference to Neville Chamberlain and famously an incorrect prediction, but ultimately it does seem like that might be an overt reference at some point along the way in the album. The first tune, is it King of Emotion? Yeah, King of Emotion. So I wonder why this person has been indicated as the monarch of emotion. The idea of being king of something usually means you are the most significant in that regard, the person with the most of whatever that quality is. So to be the king of emotion is someone who is always full of emotion of one kind or another, and indeed, it doesn't specify specifically, so I suppose that could be in either positive or negative directions, or perhaps more complicated combinations. But yeah, I wonder why this person is the king of the emotion. Let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Big Country. The track is King of Emotion on the album Peace in Our Time, 1988.
I know that
what I'm hearing with them though. So is that one layer? Is that a keyboard or is that just another guitar? I mean, it sounds like there's ambient pads in there.
Until we find the things we need, I know I want that love, king of the ocean, stronger than you and so much deeper than me. I know that love is king of emotion, king of emotion, take up what it means. I want that love, king of emotion, stronger than you and so much deeper than me. I know that love is king of emotion, king of emotion, take up what it means.
So we clearly have a soulful female voice in there, if not more than one. A long fade out ending, I can deal with that. I like the song. It has a production that definitely feels different than a lot of what's come before. It sounds a bit more polished, for lack of a better word, and that's not a critique on the material that I've heard before. I love that, but this definitely sounds a bit more, again, there were like keyboard ambient tones in there. Even his vocal delivery felt a bit more, I don't know if restrained is the right word, but he felt like a bit more like low key and like oriented toward the melody of the delivery, where sometimes it's the power, it's the energy. And so yeah, it felt like a slightly different Big Country tune, but I enjoyed it. And it sounds like he's saying love is the king of the emotion, or is king of emotions, meaning you might feel others, there are times where others might be relevant, but that's the one that you seek out. At least that's what it felt like. And it did seem like there was maybe a personal narrative going on, and something about like, you know, you've seen me naked or something, which, whether we're talking more literally or otherwise, we're talking about intimacy, we're talking about, you know, people being face to face, and, you know, the rest of the world, no one's seeing them in the way that they're seeing each other, and thus, you know, it felt like there was some dynamic at play, but I don't know if it was in a good place or it was more complicated than that. But yeah, a really cool tune, one that definitely feels like a bit of a shift. Curious to hear as we go along in the album if I'll keep feeling that way, or if there will be moments where it's like, oh wait, you know, this feels like it could be on, you know, the Crossing or something. But this tune, I will say, the bass, there was that sort of, you know, pulsing low end bass, and it sort of flared up at certain measure changes. Then that, you know, those heavy kind of longer gritty guitar chords would come in. And again, Stewart's vocals, like, sounding perhaps more focused, which again, like, I'd say, I'm trying to think how to word these things without critiquing anything, because I like what I heard, but I also like what I've come to expect a little bit more from them. So curious to hear how this album will play out. Once again, shout out to Tim, you are very much appreciated, and to Han Solo for sharing the Big Country up to this point. Let me know what you think of the tune, and I will see you next time. Peace.